January.
Yo, what's up, man? It's not 1 a.m. It's 12, bro. Are you on the wrong coast, Nixon? No, I'm not. I'm recording the second reading. You guys can go to bed if you want, or if you're cool, if you're one of the cool kids, you can stay up with me. Whatever. Let's go, Jarek. We got Jarek Ruby in the building. Who's Ada Baby? Ada Baby. Nah, I don't need rest. I don't sleep. I'm like a vampire. Bianca P, tune in tomorrow. It's going to be recorded. Go to bed. I'm not forcing you guys to stay up. Dallas E, let's go. Yo, look at my, sunburn. I'm freaking burning up. Yo, Red! What the hell, Red? How you doing? Oh, my God, Red. All is well. How are you? Oh, my God, we got a throwback. Nikki, I would never ignore you, yo. I'm giving everyone their shout outs. But I had a moment. My girl, freaking Red, come through. That was my girl. One day she was cool as hell. Next thing she's throwing her hands up, ready to spar with everybody. Carrie, god damn, you guys need attention. Hold on a second. I think my hair needs attention. Wow. Yo, it's great to hear from you, Red. Great to hear from you. I'm about to read 5 people you meet in heaven to my students. Part dos. But Red, if you ever need anything, you know what's up, Red. Always had you since day one, and I don't even think you were my student. Red, you weren't even my student. Yo, Reyes, my dude. No, Samantha Lemus, I'm not going to bed. You could go to bed and watch the video mañana. Is that Jenna? That's Alfaro? Alfaro, what's up? I got a shout me out. How I feel, y'all? I'm cool. Damn right, Jarek Ruby's cool. There's only a few bright spots in period 6. It's really dark in period 6, foggy, and there's one sunshine and 2 of them. Rainier, my dude, Rainier and Jarek, and that's it. Nah, sir, I'm sorry. I'm going to go to sleep, Bianca. No sweat off my brow. All right, I'm up. I went bike riding. I just watched the UFC. I'm active, yo. Go to sleep. Watch it tomorrow. No big deal. I won't cry. Nikki, who are you texting? I don't know who Jimin is. Nancy, you Tolin, you look like Jimin? Who the hell is Jimin? Bye, Bianca. I know, Red. That sucks. You were my student, although I think you might have cut a couple of classes and stayed in my room a couple of times. Tolin, why did I get an 85? I don't remember. On which assignment? On the agree or disagree? On which one? On the summary? If it was the summary, it was a little underdeveloped. You didn't give me a lot. You gave me a little. You gave me an She's going to text my madre. Who's going to text your madre? Nance, why did I make you sad? Text Carrie's mom because Carrie should be sleeping. Carrie needs English, so I could yell at her. Damn right, bro. Midnight. The strike of midnight. As soon as the church bell rang, we're working, bro. Some of us are up and working. Bro, I already got people saying, oh, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Oh, you know how it is, man. Some of us are made for this. Some of us are built for this. So if I get in trouble and blaming you, blame me. Say I demanded it. It was at 12 midnight. It would have been better if this was like a Post story or something scary, but it's not. It's a good story, though. Val Lopez, I didn't even see you there. Valerie Lopez. Val, say hi to everybody. We got my dude Zachary. We got Red, former student. I mean, former student, former friend slash colleague. Yo, Nance, why did I make you say it? Yeah, Val, I'm never ignoring you again. Nikki, your mom's gonna take your phone away for being up late. Just say you're doing your schoolwork. Someone trying to show up. What, bro? I got nothing. There's none. There's none. It's just skin and a little muscle, not much. Most of my muscles are in my legs. Man, maybe not. Uh, you make me want to dye my hair red. Red! Freaking red! I don't know why I get excited for some students. I just go crazy. Yo, Al Cruz, Alejandro Humana. I finally didn't forget. It took me 75 days. I finally didn't forget. You're up. What are you doing up? You better be listening to Slipknot, not BTS. My mom doesn't even care. She wants me to sleep, but like, bro, there's no point. All right, I'm gonna start reading this in about 2 minutes. That's when I lose half of you when you go to sleep. Let's be honest, you're always on your phones. Don't lie. Let them know, Jarek. Yo, Jarek and my dudes that I'm cool with, I'm addicted to wordscapes. Where the hell's my phone? I can't stop playing it. Hold on. But I'm at a high level and I'm crushing dudes, as I should, because I'm an English teacher. Yo, I'm addicted to this game right here. I can't get this word, though. I can't get the 5-letter word with those letters. I can't get it, but I'm at a high level. You're a loser. Thanks, bro. I love when students text me that I'm a loser while I'm doing the live stream. Tolin, read it in the morning. No, and especially, Nikki, when you use the wrong two, it's too late. Let's go over it. Two, I like English too, as well. All right, I'm going to the movies. 1-0. God damn it. Val Lopez is a great story. I got 1 minute till I read. Go crazy, stupid. What the hell's wrong with Carrie? Nice sunburn. I know, bro. I'm so burned. Andrew Garcia, what's up, bro? One of the best dressed men. Men, he's like 13, 14. In the building. What up, my guy? I got Lennon students in here. I got Foley students. Now, you like the sunburn, bro? It's killing me. Remind me, bro, to tell you about the. I might have told you about this in class. The sunburn lotion incident. Zach, did I tell you about the sunburn lotion incident? If I didn't, remind me. I can't tell them. That's a crazy one. Tolin's going worldwide. Bro, I'm breaking records. I'm like Future. Did you see Future's numbers? 500,000 sold in like 3 hours? The hell? Sarah Sosa, what's good? Yo, we got some old school. Oh, well, remind me. I'll text you later. Giselle Amaya, we got some red. Giselle Sosa, we got some old school. Yo, so good that you guys are here, but I'm about to read. This isn't a fun one. I'll do a fun one maybe next week sometime, but this I got to read. I got a job to do. Brianna Tovar, what the heaven is going on? Tovar, how are you? Yancy Castro. I read that story. It was so interesting. I know, Red. It's a great story. Even if you have a crappy teacher, it's a great story. Because, Gianluca, I'm a little eclectic, for lack of a better word. A little odd, a little eccentric, a little out of the norm. You know how I roll. But I'm not demanding you guys watch me at midnight. I just happened to go on because the UFC was on, and I was up. So I'm like, let me do this. So to be honest, I don't want to read or listen to you read. It's not the same. I don't care. TBH IDK. That should be my license plate. It took me 20 minutes to figure that one out. John Luke, I get 4 hours sleep, bro. I'm built like a vampire bat soup. And if you think it was bat soup that caused this virus, you're wrong. They've been eating bat soup there for centuries. People. Wait, why is everyone complaining about the time? I'm full of energy. Jerry, as usual, no complaints from you, bro. That's my right hand from 6th period. Because I tell you, everyone there is just... Where's Dallas? Dallas hopped in. She's one of my stars, Jeff. Where did Dallas go? Jarek, shut up. Carrie, I'm going to have to yell at you again. So do I run on 5 hours of sleep every day? So do I. Run on 5 hours. Yo, comma, Giselle. Yeah, I run on 4 to 5 hours. Sleep's overrated. Sleep's overrated. It's all in the mind. If you get up and you say you're tired and I'm tired and you complain, yeah, you're gonna be tired. If you get up and just do what you gotta do, Nikki, stop talking like that. All right, questions. What caused the ride to malfunction? Because none of you guys knew this. In your summaries, you're giving me, oh, he was 83 years old. There was a little girl, pipe cleaner animal. Ride got stuck. How did the ride get stuck? What caused the ride to get stuck? How do you not remember me, Tommy, from last year? Tommy, of course I remember you, bro. We had a discussion about this. How many times? Yes, I remember you. Tall, glasses, yeah. Spanish, sliced white, Spanish, yeah. The key, Derek. Ding, 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 ding. That's right. The key. The key. Giselle's in there with me. Let's go. That's right, Dallas Everett, because I told you guys because you didn't have it in your damn summary. Brianna Tobar, you remember. Now, Brianna, now some of you guys don't know these names. These are former students because that's how we roll. We stick together. We're like fam. Brianna, Giselle, anybody, Sosa. What question can I pose to you guys? How old was Eddie when he died? How old was Eddie when he died? Carrie, don't leave or I'm going to give you bad dreams. Edgar Allan Poe. Don't leave. 83, Sosa, let's go. Another question for you guys. If a student is drinking water and it smells like alcohol, Sosa, I'm playing, yo. Junior Moran, Tolin and Rios. Is Miss Rios still at Reed? First of all, who's Junior Moran? And yes, she's still at Reed. That's my girl, Rios. I can text her right now if you want. Sosa, yeah. Yeah. You guys are crazy. Yeah, Miss Rios is still there, Junior. 83. Jarek, what's the name of the park? What's the name of the park where all this goes down? What's the name of the park? Two-part question. The name of the park and the little girl. What's the little girl's name? That is Debbie. What up, my dude? Yo, you guys are loading me up. I should do this Saturday night more often. And I should get like a six-pack and a DJ and like midgets jumping off like top of the ring WWE stuff. Wait, Giselle, 74, 43. What the hell's that? Sosa needs water. Yes, Sosa, Amy Annie. You're right. That's her name. And it takes place at Ruby Pier. That's right. All right, so am I going to start reading this? Carrie. Eighth grade year. Did I have you, Junior Moran? Did I have you in my class? Vasquez, I will never forget you, Vasquez. I will never forget you, my dude. Yo, what the heck is going on? Yo, Debbie, I remember you, bro. I remember you. I remember Vasquez, of course, Giselle. Oh, Junior, you were in my class? Junior. Is that your last name, Moran? Carrie, you really doing the alphabet. Someone get her colored pencils. Get her colored pencils and say, Roy G. Biv, stay inside the lines. That's great, Vasquez. Yo, hop on whenever, my dude. Joseph is canceled, Tolin. Oh, shoot. Say goodbye, Joe. There's other fish in the sea, my dude. The hair is actually so good. Yo, that's what everybody's saying, the long hair. Who is Alexander Trejo, though? Do I know who that is? Are you a student this year? Yo, that's a story. That's tea for some other time. Yo, I haven't heard the tea expression. You guys gave it to me that time. And I'm like, yeah, light and sweet. I didn't even know. Telling you look 22. Giselle, I would have given you an A plus for that one. And I think I hooked you up. But anyway, regardless. Thank you, Giselle. Yo, I miss you freaking clowns. Kevin Trejo. Kevin Trejo. Yo, it rings a bell. Damn it. Small. You're short. You're small. Have you all been reading the 5 People? Yeah, we're reading it right now. We're on the 2nd chapter right now. I'm about to read it, but I'm saying hi to all my former students. Brianna says I look like a tattoo artist. First day of school, she's like, yeah, I thought you were a tattoo artist. Tolin, you cleaned that room. Tolin, you cleaned up that room, didn't you? My room? Yo, Fuentes! Fuentes! Oh my God, Fuentes is going to give me a heart attack. Fuentes, where the hell have you been, yo? No, I'm tall. Kevin. Oh, Kevin! Kevin, friends with the Bonilla sisters. Dude, I'm old and my brain doesn't work. Natalie Fuentes, good to have you. Yeah. Kevin, did you started reading 5 People with your you have Lennon, I think, right? Can you please hit up Rios and let her know that I said I miss her a lot and I hope she's doing good. My first name is Fernanda. Yeah, let me just take a picture of this because you guys know my memory. So it'll remind me to do it. All right, bro. Okay, I got it. Crazy, Kev. I'm Kevin. I thought you were talking about someone that used to be in my class or used to be at Reed. You are still at Reed, technically. Natalie Fuentes, I don't know. All you guys are asking me questions like I'm the principal. If I was the principal, I probably would have been on News 12 already, in serious trouble. No, I don't know when we're going to clean lockers out. I would assume next couple of weeks because teachers were doing it this week and next week. Yeah, but something happened and I can't do work for a while, so I'm pretty sure we're reading that. Okay, Kev, you know I got you, bro. Easy story. Easy. Memory doesn't exist with Tolin. Bree, you know me. It's erased. It's all those good times I had in my 20s. Tolin, I left a very important paper in my locker. Jarek, what the hell? How important was it? I feel I'll sneak in and break into your locker for you if you want. Sounds serious. Do you still have Ventura's drawing? Ventura. Adriel? Is that his name? I think his name's Adriel Ventura. It's the most important paper ever. Bro, was it that love you poem I wrote you in class, Jarek? Major Slay, thanks so much. Yeah, Kev, I got you, seriously. And I talk to the Bonillas all the time, and they actually have my cell. So if you ever need anything quickly, questions, issues with the story, anything you need, yeah. Bro, Bernard, freaking Peter. Peter had a half a brain, bro. Hopefully it evolved into a full one. Guillermo, Justin, and me. Oh my God, bro. Of course. Just mature, cool dudes, man. Really mature, cool dudes. Yeah, I remember all you guys. You guys were chill. Just cool dudes. I get a bunch of kids every year that's just God given. I'm just blessed to cross paths with. Selena Corretto in the building. Anyone that's in here from the high school, Selena's a killer with the writing, and so is John Luca. I think John Luca left though, but Selena Corretto's a killer. She's great. Giselle, you'll love her. She's a cool girl. And all you guys that are in the high school, that's my little sister right there. So it has 3 lines on it. It's very important. Yes. The next person you meet in heaven, Tolin, you got me messed up. Yo, Sosa, I'm gonna be the first person you meet in heaven. I'm gonna be there like this with the water bottle. I'm gonna be like, Sosa, this is vodka, not water. Sosa was your God-given student, especially with that holy water. Yeah. Oh, why? Thank you. Damn right, Selena. Yeah, Selena, I have a lot of former students in here that just hopped in. I should have been reading about 15 minutes ago, but I'm getting distracted. Sort of like class. Carrie, don't eat a box of raw spaghetti. You're gonna choke. Tolin, I have a very important video to watch. I was watching 2 people building primitive homes. Bro, this is more important. You can watch that weak stuff later. All right. Just like class, Selena. All right, I'm reading. I have to read this in 1 minute. All right, so you guys that don't want to hear me read my former students, get the hell out of here. But hop on whenever you want, because I got to read this story to my kids. Hold on, let me pull it up. All right.
Stay connected. Today is a great day to order sandwiches.
Brianna Tobar, remember Freedom African gang signs? Yes, but didn't I say I was going to get shirts made for us? What was it going to say on it? With the Nike swoosh? Brianna, what the hell was it? Tolin, check your phone. This is how you do in class? Damn right, Vasquez. It's just like regular class, bro. Hold on. No, Vasquez, I pound them with work online. It's weird, though. But I usually use this time just to socialize with my students because I miss them. And they miss me, too. So, play me in basketball if you can win. Read if you win. Make your stream fun. Play me in basketball if you win. You read. Nah, bro. I'm reading anyway. And I'm going to kill you in real basketball, not fake basketball. Gringo knows. That's what it was, Sosa. Gringo knows Nike swoosh. That's a moneymaker. I could sell it outside of CI high school. And I don't know if I should have a picture of my face on there. Or just Gringo knows, because that sounds borderline racial. But if my face is on there, that kind of deflects the racism. So that's how we force myself to take notes because I'm so behind. Dallas E! I'm so happy she's here. Oh my God, yes, Garcia would write the lyrics. Jarek, just when I was going to start going to sleep early, I'm going to pull through this. All right, here we go. Look, I'm going to say time to read. At, let's see, what do we got? 12:20. 12:25. I'm reading. Actually, I'm going to put 12:26 just because I can. Time to read aloud. 12:26. Part 2 of 5 people. I don't know why I threw that exclamation point in there. How's that? Yo, Noel just woke up, bro. Noel Cologne. We just had roll call, and now I got to announce your name. Noel Cologne. And I'm not even giving you a lot of exuberance because I'm getting tired, I think. Time to read, 12:26. Scotty! Someone said he was going to read 20 minutes ago. All right. It's showtime. All right, let me find the story first. Let me show this TV. Any other questions on the story? You guys understand the function of the birthday, right? We only seen one birthday. That one birthday showed Eddie getting born when he was born, and his dad didn't seem too happy, and then his dad smiled. His dad's an interesting character. You'll find out later in the story. Zyra G! Yo, this is too many old students interrupting me. Oh, Zyra G! Yo, I miss you, yo. This would be the only class I'm willing to do online. Oh, well, most of my students do this. They come to my class. I don't know if they do their other work, but Diana Castro, it's about time. One of my smartest students staying on the outside fringes during this online sheet. Still have one of those books. I might have to pull it out and read. Which books? 5 People You Meet in Heaven? Yo, Sosa, Mickey Shea. You remember Mickey Shea, the fight with the father? Damn, I want to spoil it all. Don't spoil it all. I'm about to read it. Alejandra, don't be confused. These are just former students. They're hopping in. They're crazy like me and you. It's just one happy, crazy boat we're in right now. Yo, I'm going to miss you too. And Reed's going to miss you too, Fuentes. I want you to push yourself next year, and I want you to try out for basketball. And if you need someone to get you on the court this summer, yo, Leslie Bonilla, what the hell took so long? Right. Zarek says I'm gonna spoil it for everyone. Eddie dies. Yeah, Eddie died in the second sentence. Yeah, 5 People You Meet in Heaven. That's great, Debbie. You have all my damn books. I should have not let you graduate. Inside Out and Back Again and probably Monster. Castro, you're leaving already? Watch the video tomorrow so you learn the story, please. Who's your favorite fighter in the UFC? Which Romero is this, though? My favorite fighter, I hate to say it, because he's got a list of issues outside the ring or the cage, is John Jones. He's a killer. John Jones is a killer. All right, here we go. It's time to read. All right, so if you guys want to jet and watch this tomorrow and go to sleep, I totally understand. You know me. I'm not going to take it personal. I'm not going to cry about it. Let me get my reading voice ready. Hold on. Oh, shoot. I think I just freaking closed it out. That's great. Oh, here we go. Hold up. What the hell's going on here? The hell's going? Okay, there we go. All right, so if you guys would be so kind and take out the story and turn to the journey, That'd be sweet. All right, so let's get to this damn journey, bad boy. Yo, why the hell can't I open this? Oh, there we go. All right, the journey. Let me just check on you guys. You ready? Do you guys have a cup of coffee, glass of milk, some vodka shots? What do you got going on? Sosa, that's right. Sosa, it's your time to read. I usually have Bianca read in my other class, but I don't know, she's moody and she's out. Young boy Maldonado, who is that? Young boy Maldonado, cursing on here. No, I'm Debbie. I'm reading, yo. God damn it, Zyra. Oh, my God. Oh, man. I'm definitely going to be on News 12. You're not doing basketball in high school? All right. Yo, volleyball. You're going to be 6'5" next year, Nat. Just get your grades, yo. That's most important. And who the hell's young boy Maldonado? And whoever you are, watch your mouth, yo. Seriously, especially if I don't know you. Yo, who's this young boy Maldonado coming in here like a douche? Yo, I'm going to have to start shutting people out of here because they're acting like they friggin' 3. Tolin, you already know I have my... Reyes, you're a trip, bro. Yo, Reyes, I'm hoping that dude hops in here so I could slice him up, boy. Yo, you spelled douche wrong, first of all. Hold on. Okay, bye, bitch. Yeah, no one wants you here anyway, bye, bitch. Coming on here, friggin' tough guy behind the keyboard, typical young kid. And you don't even tell us who you are, so frack you. Young boy Maldonado. Young boy. Focus on young boy, because you a baby. All right, here we go. I'm reading now. I'm not going to start lighting people up yet. All right, here we go. The journey. So obviously this will be the journey to heaven. All right. Eddie went to grab the girl being Amy, Annie, we don't know her name. He did the pipe cleaner animal for her, saw her under the ride. The ride came down. He goes to grab her, feels his hands in her hands in his hands, and boom, this is where we're at. All right. Eddie saw nothing of his final moments on earth. Nothing of the pier or the crowd or the shattered fiberglass cart. In the stories about life after death, the soul often floats above the goodbye moment, hovering over police cars at highway accidents, or clinging like a spider to hospital room ceilings. These are people who receive a second chance, who somehow, for some reason, resume their place in the world. Eddie, it appeared, was not getting a second chance. Where? The sky was a misty pumpkin shade, then a deep turquoise, then a bright lime. Eddie was floating. His arms were still extended. Where? The tower cart was falling. He remembered that. The little girl, Annie, she was crying. He remembered that. He remembered lunging. He remembered hitting the platform. He felt her 2 small hands in his. Then what? Did I save her? Eddie could only picture it at a distance, as if it happened years ago. Stranger still, he could not feel any emotions that went with it. He could only feel calm, like a child in the cradle of its mother's arms. Where? The sky around him changed again to grapefruit. Grapefruit yellow, then a forest green, then a pink that Eddie momentarily associated with, of all things, cotton candy. Did I save her? Did she live? Where is my worry? Where is my pain? That was what was missing. Every hurt he'd ever suffered, every ache he'd ever endured, it was all gone as an expired breath. He could not feel agony. He could not feel sadness. His consciousness felt smoky, wisp-like, incapable of anything but calm. Below him now, the colors changed again. Something was swirling. Water. An ocean. He was floating over a vast yellow sea. Now it turned melon. Now it was sapphire. Now he began to drop, hurtling towards the surface. It was faster than anything he'd ever imagined, yet there wasn't as much as a breeze on his face, and he felt no fear. He saw the sands of a golden shore. Then he was underwater. Then everything was silent. Where is my worry? Where is my pain? All right, so he's kind of numb right now. He doesn't know what the hell is going on. Did I save this girl? Did I die? Am I alive? Underwater? Cotton candy? The freak? Today's Eddie's birthday. Eddie's birthday serves as flashbacks. We saw the first birthday, which represented Dad giving birth to young Eddie, baby Eddie. All right, now we're at his 5th birthday. All right, it's always a birthday, but we learn something within these birthdays that help us better understand the plot as it unravels. He's 5 years old. It's a Sunday afternoon at Ruby Pier. Picnic tables are set along the boardwalk, which overlooks the long white beach. There's a vanilla cake with blue wax candles. There's a bowl of orange juice. The pier workers are milling about. The barkers, the sideshow acts, the animal trainers, some men from the fishery. Eddie's father, as usual, is in a card game. Eddie plays at his feet. Now remember, Eddie's 5. His older brother Joe's doing push-ups in front of a group of elderly women who fake or who feign interest and clap politely. Eddie's wearing a birthday gift, a red cowboy hat, and a toy holster. He gets up and runs from one group to the next, pulling out the toy gun and going, bang, bang. Or like I say in class, ga, 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 ga. Come here, boy, Mickey Shea beckons from a bench. Bang, bang goes Eddie. Mickey Shea works with Eddie's dad, fixing the rides. Mickey Shea's a very important character. He's fat, wears suspenders, and is always singing Irish songs. To Eddie, he smells funny, like cough medicine. So Eddie's 5, and he says Mickey Shea smells like cough medicine, implying that Mickey Shea smells like what? Mickey Shea smells like what? If he smells like anybody? If a 5-year-old thinks Mickey Shea smells like cough medicine, what is that implying about Mickey Shea? That's right, Noel Cologne. Ding, 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 ding. He is Irish. Not to say all Irish people drink, but yes, alcohol is what young Eddie smells, but young Eddie wouldn't know. All right, it is alcohol. Good. Zyra G's in the building. Zyra G, don't give it up. Yo, hold on a second. All right, so young boy Maldonado is acting right. All right, cool. All right, good. All right, we have to get these little kids in order because they come in here cursing like it's PS4 with 11-year-olds, bro. We're about to go to high school, yo. We're about to go to high school, some of you guys. Some of you guys are going to get your ass whooped in high school. It's just what happens, all right? If teachers can't get through to you, the kids will. Drunk Leprechaun, I remember everything. Zyra G, you were really good with this story. Hold on, let me get back to it. All right, hold on. So this is for you. So yeah, Mickey Shea works with Eddie's dad fixing the rides. Fat, wears suspenders, always singing Irish songs. To Eddie, he smells funny like cough medicine. Come here, let me do your birthday bumps, he says, like we do in Ireland. Suddenly, Mickey's large hands are under Eddie as he's hoisted up, then flipped over and dangled by the feet. Eddie's hat falls off. Careful, Mickey, Eddie's mother yells. Eddie's father looks up, smirks, then returns to his card game. Ho, ho, I got him, Mickey says. Now, one birthday bump for every year. Mickey lowers Eddie gently until his head brushes the floor. 1, and this is an Irish tradition. I don't know about this. I'm Puerto Rican. Mickey lifts Eddie back up. The others join in laughing. They yell, 2, 3. Upside down, Eddie is not sure who is who. His head is getting heavy. 4, they shout. 5. Eddie is flipped right side up and put down. Everybody claps. Eddie reaches for his hat, then stumbles over. He gets up, wobbles to Mickey Shea, and punches him in the arm. Ho, ho, what was that for, little man? Mickey says. Everyone laughs. Eddie turns and runs away 3 steps before being swept into his mother's arms. Are you all right? Now realize his mother is a great nurturing mother. She's always loving. If anyone has a mother like this, is like my mother. Almost to the point of like just all over him, loving her son. All right. And it's what great mothers do. All right. Hugs, kisses. Are you okay? This, that. They're just pure generosity, pure, unadulterated, natural love from mother to son. Some of you guys know what that's about. Are you all right, my darling baby boy? She's only inches from his face. He sees her deep red lipstick. Nah! Hold on. I got to clear my throat. He sees her deep red lipstick and her plump, soft cheeks and the wave of her auburn hair. What color is auburn? I'm not even going to look back because you girls should know auburn. It's a shade of red. I was upside down, he tells her. I saw, she says. She puts his hat back on his head. Later, she will walk with him along the pier, perhaps take him on an elephant ride or watch the fishermen pull in their evening nets, the fish flipping like shiny wet coins. Fish flipping like shiny wet coins is an example of what literary device? Fish flipping like shiny wet coins. What literary device? No, Jarek. Alliteration is Jarek jumps joylessly. I could do a better one. Jarek juices joyously in June. All right, that's alliteration. What's a comparison using like or as, bro? You know this. A comparison using like or as. A comparison using like or as. What is it? Yo, Zyra's going to teach English. Let's go. Zyra, you get 100. Let's go, Dallas. You too. I see you, Dallas. I see you. Jarek, alliteration. Jarek, I would have bet the house you know that. Alliteration again would be like Zyra zealously zips at the zoo. All right, same consonant over and over again. That's alliteration. All right, bop, 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 bop. Young boy Maldonado, yeah, I'm sorry, I got hacked by my cousin. Okay, your cousin's weak, and he says stupid things, and he probably doesn't have a girlfriend. If he does, he's probably a little banged up. But who's young boy Maldonado? No offense. All right, I'm getting back to the story while you think about that. Okay. Where the hell am I? Oh, okay, there we go. Like shiny wet coins. My brain's slow. She holds his hand and tells him God is proud of him for being a good boy. So you see this faith in the family. There is a belief in God. We don't know what religion, but we know mom does push religion within the household. All right. And is proud of him for being a good boy on his birthday. And that will make the world feel right side up again. All right. So they did these birthday bumps. That's what they do. They're Irish. Mickey Shea was a little banged up, a little drunk. The arrival. Now we're back to present, meaning heaven. Although Eddie has no idea what's going on. He's a little confused, and this is even more confusing. He wakes up in that ride at like Adventureland, the teacup, which will make you really dizzy. At least me, I hate the rides. Some of you guys love that stuff. He awoke in a teacup. All right, so imagine dying or supposedly dying because a friggin' ride fell on you as you went to save a little girl, and suddenly you open your eyes and you're by yourself, and there's no one else in the park. All right, the eeriness. There's no one else in the park, and you're sitting there in this teacup, and all the rides are not working, and you're by yourself. Hold up. It was a part of some old amusement park ride, a large teacup made of dark polished wood with cushioned seat and a steel hinged door. Eddie's arms and legs dangled over the edges. The sky continued to change colors from a shoe leather brown to a deep scarlet. And you guys that know the word scarlet would know that this is the color. I'm not going to tell you because you should know that. Let me just double check someone. What color scarlet, bro? Yo, young boy, you give haircuts? Yo, young boy, why don't you say who you are so we could get haircuts? Because obviously this dude needs one right here. All right, man, we got little kids up in here. Okay, so I don't even know what question I asked. Oh, Scarlet. Scarlet is red. His instinct was to reach for his cane. He had a bad leg from the war, if you remember. There was a subtle reference. He's 83 years old, but he's supposedly dead, and he wakes up in this amusement park sitting in a teacup. He reaches for his cane. He had kept it by his bed the last few years because there were mornings when he no longer had the strength to get up without it. This embarrassed Eddie, who used to punch men in the shoulders when he greeted them. But now there was no cane, so Eddie exhaled and tried to pull himself up. Surprisingly, his back did not hurt. His leg did not throb. He yanked harder and hoisted himself easily over the edge of the teacup, landing awkwardly on the ground, where he was struck by three quick thoughts. First, he felt wonderful. Second, he was all alone. Third, he was still on Ruby Pier, the same Ruby Pier where supposedly he got squished, him and the little girl. All right? But it was a different Ruby Pier now. There were canvas tents and vacant grassy sections and so few obstructions you could see the mossy breakwater out in the ocean. The colors of the attractions were firehouse reds, creamy whites, no teals or maroons, and each ride had its own wooden ticket booth. Looks like we're going back to the past here. He's waking up, and it's not the Ruby Pier he knew. It's going back a few centuries. The teacup he had awoken in was part of a primitive attraction called the Spinorama. Its sign was plywood, as were the other low-slung signs, hinged on storefronts that lined the promenade, or promenade is accepted each way. Hold on. Man. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. No. All right. El Tiempo cigars. Now that's a smoke. Chowder, 10 cents. All right. Obviously, this is going way back because soup is 10 cents. All right. And they're selling cigars there. This is, again, the park, but not the park he died in. It seems like a park, the same park, but many centuries back. Okay. Ride the Whipper, the sensation of the age. Eddie blinked hard. This was the Ruby Pier of his childhood, some 75 years ago. Remember, he's 83. He's 83 when he died in the beginning. Only everything was new, freshly scrubbed. Over there was the loop-de-loop ride, which had been torn down decades ago. And over there, the bathhouses and the saltwater swimming pools that had been raised in the 50s. Over there, jutting into the sky, was the original Ferris wheel in its pristine white paint. And beyond that, the streets of his old neighborhood and the rooftops of the crowded brick tenements, another word for tenement, apartment, of the crowded brick apartments or tenements with laundry lines hanging from the windows. Eddie tried to yell, but his voice was raspy air. He mouthed a, "Hey," but nothing came from his throat. See, something came from my throat, so let me try it again. He mouthed the, "Hey," but nothing came from his throat. He grabbed at his arms and legs. Aside from his lack of voice, he felt incredible. He walked in a circle. Okay, picture this. He was in the friggin' teacup, looks around, no one's there. Now he gets out, and he's walking in a circle without his cane. He hasn't walked without his cane for many years. He jumped, no pain. In the last 10 years, he'd forgotten what it was like to walk without wincing or to sit without struggling to find comfort for his lower back. On the outside, he looked the same as he had that morning, a squat, barrel-chested old man in a cap and shorts and a brown maintenance jersey. But he was limber, meaning flexible. So limber, in fact, he could touch behind his ankles and raise a leg to his belly. He explored his body like an infant, fascinated by the new mechanics, a rubber man doing a rubber man stretch. Then he ran, all right? 83-year-old man in heaven, Ruby Pier, wakes up in a teacup ride, starts running around, all right? Not since the war, but he was Eddie had not truly run in more than 60 years. Not since the war, but he was running now, starting with a few gingerly steps, then accelerating into a full gait, faster and faster like the running boy of his youth. He ran along the boardwalk past a bait and tackle stand for fishermen, 5 cents, and a bathing suit rental stand for swimmers, 3 cents. Of course, so we could do a Zoom call. Oh, I'm talking to, I don't know if you're still on here, so all right. Hold on. So he's running. He ran along the boardwalk. No one else is around. No music. Nothing's going on. Rides aren't even working. Past a bait and tackle stand for swimmers, 5 cents. Bathing suit rental stand for swimmers, 3 cents. He ran past a shoot ride called the Dipsy Doodle. He ran along the Ruby Pier promenade beneath magnificent buildings of Moorish design with spires and minarets and onion-shaped domes. He ran past the Parisian carousel with its carved wooden horses, glass mirrors, and Wurlitzer organ, all shiny and new. Only an hour ago, it seemed, he'd been scraping rust from its pieces in the shop. He ran down the heart of the old Midway, where the weight guessers, fortune tellers, and dancing gypsies had once worked. He lowered his chin and held out his arms like a glider, and every few steps he would jump the way children do, hoping running will turn to flying. It might have seemed ridiculous to anyone watching, this white-haired maintenance worker all alone, making like an airplane, but the running boy's inside every man, no matter how old he gets. And then Eddie stopped running. He heard something, a voice, tinny, as if coming through a megaphone. How about him, ladies and gentlemen? Shit, I wish I had a megaphone. Can I have anything to mess my voice up? God damn it, no. All right. How about him, ladies and gentlemen? Have you ever seen such a horrible sight? Eddie was standing by an empty ticket kiosk in front of a large theater. The sign above read, "The world's most curious citizens, Ruby Pier's sideshow. Holy smoke, they're fat, they're skinny, see the wild man. This reminds me of American Horror Stories. Some of you guys can reference that, where they had the sideshow cast. The fat man, the guy that does the sword, the guy that eats the fire, the conjoined twins. They're connected by an arm and a brain. The hairy man like Wolfman. Okay. The sideshow, the freak house, the ballyhoo hall. Eddie recalled them shutting this down at least 50 years ago, about the time TV became popular and people didn't need sideshows to tickle their imagination. Look well upon this savage, born into a most peculiar handicap. Now, this person is saying this, and Eddie's the only one at the park, so you got to assume it's being directed towards Eddie. Eddie peered into the entrance. He had encountered some odd people here. It was Jolly Jane, who weighed over 500 pounds and needed 2 men to push her up the stairs. There were conjoined twin sisters who shared a spine and played musical instruments. There were men who swallowed swords, women with beards, and a pair of Indian brothers whose skin went rubbery from being stretched and soaked in oils until it hung in bunches from their limbs. Eddie, as a child, had felt sorry for the sideshow cast. They were forced to sit in booths or on stages, sometimes behind bars, as patrons walked past them, leering and pointing. A barker would ballyhoo the oddity, and it was a barker's voice that Eddie heard now. Only a terrible twist of fate could leave a man in such a pitiful condition. From the farthest corner of the world, we have brought him for your examination. Eddie entered the darkened hall. So he's walking into this hall where he hears this voice kind of echoing, tinny, like as if it's being yelled through metal. This tragic soul has endured a perversion of nature. It was coming from the other side of the stage. Only here at the world's most curious citizens can you draw this near. Eddie pulled aside the curtain. Feast your eyes upon the most unusual. The barker's voice vanished, and Eddie stepped back in disbelief. There, sitting in a chair, alone on the stage, was a middle-aged man with narrow, stooped shoulders, naked from the waist up. His belly sagged over his belt. His hair was closely cropped. His lips were thin, and his face was long and drawn. Eddie would have long since forgotten him were it not for his one distinctive feature. His skin was blue. "Hello, Edward," he said. "I've been waiting for you." All right, so first person in heaven he meets at the same place he died. That's like if you were to die in CI, you'd wake up in CI, an older version of CI. But this guy wakes up in the park, an older version of the park, and he has this blue man like summoning, beckoning him. Hold on, any questions? Let me see what you guys are up to. Yo, all my old students took over this friggin' chat room. I hope my students, my present students, are still here. All right, let me go. All right, okay. All right, so it's this blue man, and he's sitting there on a chair, and it's really creepy. And he pulls back the curtain, Eddie, and he sees this blue man, and the blue man says, "Edward, I've been waiting for you." The first person Eddie meets in heaven. "Don't be afraid," the blue man said, rising slowly from his chair. "Don't be afraid." His voice was soothing, but Eddie could only stare. He had barely known this man. Why was he seeing him now? He was like one of those faces that pops into your dreams, and the next morning you say, "You'll never guess who I dreamed about last night." Your body feels like a child's, right? Eddie nodded. "You were a child when you knew me, that's why. You start with the same feelings you had." Start what? Eddie thought. The blue man lifted his chin. His skin was a grotesque shade, a graying blueberry. His fingers were wrinkled. He walked outside. Eddie followed. The pier was empty. The beach was empty. Was the entire planet empty? I don't know why I looked at you guys like that. My bad. "Tell me something," the blue man said. He pointed to the 2-humped wooden roller coaster in the distance. The Whipper. It was built in the 20s before under-friction wheels, meaning the cars couldn't turn very quickly, unless you wanted them launching off the track. The Whipper. Is it still the fastest ride on Earth? Eddie looked at this old clanking thing, which had been torn down years ago. He shook his head. "No." "Ah," the blue man said. "I imagined as much. Things don't change here, and there's none of that peering down from the clouds, I'm afraid." Here, Eddie thought. The blue man smiled as if he'd heard the question. He touched Eddie's shoulder, and Eddie felt a surge of warmth, unlike anything he'd ever felt before. His thoughts came spilling out like sentences. "How did I die?" An accident, the blue man said. How long have I been dead? A minute? An hour? 1,000 years. Yo, I feel like getting into character. Hold on. Yo, I'm all congested. It's great. I'm getting COVID right now in front of you. How long have I been dead? A minute? An hour? 1,000 years. Where am I? The blue man pursed his lips, then repeated the question thoughtfully. Where are you? He turned and raised his arms. All at once, the rides at Old Ruby Pier cranked to life. The Ferris wheel spun, Dodgem cars smacked into each other, the whipper clacked uphill, the Parisian carousel horses bobbed on their brass poles to the cheery music of the Wurlitzer organ. The ocean was in front of them. The sky was the color of lemons. Where do you think? The blue man asked. Heaven. And he says this, and he puts his hands up, and all the rides come to life. Eddie's like, what the freak? A blue man? The rides were just off. They're on. Did I save the girl? Am I dead? The story's insane, yo. You guys good? Hold on. That's great, Reyes. That's all right. They'll watch it tomorrow. I don't care. I got to do it for my own satisfaction because I know a lot of my students won't understand the story. It's all good. I don't, you know me. I don't get offended. They'll watch it tomorrow. I'm gonna have more views than freaking Future and Drake. Watch. All right, let me finish this. No, Eddie shook his head violently. No, the blue man seemed amused, like I am right now. No, it can't be heaven, he said. Why? Because this is where you grew up? Eddie mouthed the word yes. Ah, the blue man nodded. Well, people often belittle the place where they were born. Like you guys, when I ask about CI, you say all bad things. Meanwhile, it's where you grew up. God damn it. Respect your foundation for life. You guys grew up there. Pride. CI, pride, mother freakers. Well, people often belittle the place they were born, but heaven can be found in the most unlikely corners. And heaven itself has many steps. This, for me, is the second. So the blue man's saying he started this journey already, and he's on his second person. And for you, Eddie, the first. I don't know why I'm doing numbers. I think you guys know what first and second means. All right, hold on. Oh, no. Okay, here we go. He led Eddie through the parks, passing cigar shops, and so this is the last page, by the way, guys. Passing cigar shops and sausage stands, and the flat joints where suckers lost their nickels and dimes. Heaven, Eddie thought. Ridiculous. He had spent most of his adult life trying to get away from Ruby Pier. It was an amusement park, that's all. A place to scream and get wet and trade your dollars for Kewpie dolls. The thought that this was some kind of blessed resting place was beyond his imagination. He tried again to speak, and this time he heard a small grunt from his chest. The blue man turned. Your voice will come, Eddie. We all go through the same thing. You cannot talk when you first arrive, he smiled. It helps you listen. I wish students came into my class like that. They couldn't talk at all, so they could just listen. Friggin', I tell some of my students, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth, but some of you guys act like you have 2 mouths and 1 ear. You need to listen. All right. All right, here we go. Last part. There are 5 people you meet in heaven, the blue man suddenly said. Each of us was in your life for a reason. You may not have known the reason at the time, and that's what heaven is for understanding your life on earth. Eddie looked confused. People think of heaven as a paradise garden, a place where they can float on clouds and laze in rivers and mountains, but scenery without solace is meaningless. This is the greatest gift God can give you, to understand what happened in your life, to have it explained to you. It's the peace you've been searching for. Eddie coughed, trying to bring up his voice. He was tired of being silent. I am your first person, Edward. When I died, my life was illuminated by 5 others. Then I came here to wait for you, to stand in your line, to tell you my story, which becomes part of yours. There will be others for you too. Some you knew, maybe some you didn't, but they all crossed your path before they died, and they altered it forever. Eddie pushed a sound up from his chest, as hard as he could. Pay attention now. What? He finally croaked. His voice seemed to be breaking through a shell like a baby chick. What killed? The blue man waited patiently. What killed you? The blue man looked a bit surprised. He smiled at Eddie. You did, he said. We'll stop there. All right, let me see what you guys are up to, yo. Val Lopez, let's go. Yeah, Val, you missed the story. I read it. Watch it tomorrow. All right. Everybody died. There was Bloods and Crips in the story, and the fat lady from the elevator hopped in. It was crazy. The fat lady was like, "Hello, Martin," and then she ate him. She's like, "Oh man." All right, you guys. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Yeah, I know, Zyra. It sucks. I've been giving my students a lot of work too, but they've been coming through for me, thank God. But if you need any help, Zyra G, I got you. You know that. If you, especially English. I mean, you know me in math. Yeah, Jay, it was pretty quick. I blasted through that. Although I wanted to start, I've been on for an hour. I wanted to start 5 minutes in, but all my former students come through. I was interrupted, but for all the right reasons. It was great. Dallas, I'm telling you, I swear to God. Well, I really shouldn't swear to God, but my former students will tell you it's one of the best novels you will ever read. I have students that are like mid-20s that say, Tolin, it's the best book I've ever read. I personally love it. I'm 47. All right. To have a book that 47-year-olds, 20-year-olds, and 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds enjoy, that's why I finished the year with this one, because it's a guarantee. Brianna, who's your English teacher? Perez? Tony, can you tell Tony I'm sorry for not doing his worst? It's because the Wi-Fi is slow for some reason. Val, yes. Um, Send me a message through the Google Classroom, because you know my memory. I'll say yes and I'll forget. All right, yeah, I'll text Tully for you. Yeah, Reyes, Outsiders is good. I think it's very overrated because there wasn't many stories that were written about gangs. I don't know. Very good, very good. But this story blows that away. Blows that away. Outsiders is the best seventh grade story, hands down. Oh, Brianna, you have her. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I got to complete my work. Dallas, for who? For me? I don't even remember. Joseph S. Perez, that's crazy. He's in honors. Joseph shouldn't be in honors, and you should be, unless Joe turned it around. He wasn't bad. He was low 80s, but I gave him a lot of break because that was your boyfriend. I mean, you would, you know, you know what I'm saying? Perez is a good guy. That's my dude right there. I need to actually take. I need to actually take time to read the story and stop being lazy about it. Yeah, Reyes, it's really not hard. So far, we've read what 30 something pages, whatever. You learn right away he's 83. He goes to save this girl. The ride collapses. He goes to save her. Boom. You could assume they're both dead. We don't even know. He doesn't even know he's dead. Wakes up in a teacup. Wakes up in a teacup. And yeah, then he meets the blue man. And the last thing the blue man says to him is, and he's like, who killed you? Blue man's like, you did. And we're going to learn why and how that went down. Good, Sosa. Wow, good for him. So, Bree, you still talk to him? You guys are friends? You shouldn't be friends with exes. It's a bad mix. It's like fire and gasoline. It's risky. Dallas, are you doing my work? I think you didn't do a lot of my work either. Be honest with me. And Dallas, where's your crew? My girls from sixth period. I have 5 people I like in sixth period. Rainier, Jarek, and my girl corner. You got to get Jones on here, and you got to get Miss White on here next time. Oh, you barely talk? Good. Move on. It's like telling the students they don't get well together. That's right, Reyes. We'll explain the Zoom. Yeah, text me on that Zoom call, so I'm in. We'll do old school Tolin student Zoom call. And, yeah, I haven't talked to any of them. Dallas, I thought that was your freaking crew. Well, Dallas, I'm glad you came, though. I'm glad you're here, and hopefully it helped you understand the story. You know you're one of my favorites, Dallas, since day one. Calling it out. Lopez, stop. The high school's no problem. Just be you. You'll be fine. You're chill. You never conflicts, problems. Just be you. Don't try to be somebody you're not. Told him my mom said to go to sleep. To you or to me? I'm going. I talked to Sny like once. Yeah, I send them messages, Dallas, and I tell them we're doing live streams, but I don't know. They do their work, though. They both do their work. Yeah, Brianna, high school is so much better than middle school. Middle school, other than Tolin's class and gym, there's really not that much, popping. I'm going to be best friends with the principal. Who is the principal? Oh, how is the principal? I don't even know him, Brie. High school ain't bad. It's just people mad annoying. Yeah, Zyra G. How's the principal over there? I don't even know him. Yo, I can't believe we have first period old school. Zyra G, Sosa, Bree. Where the hell's Garcia? Yo, we got to get Garcia, bro. He hasn't my done anything since we left. Sosa still speaking English like a friggin'. Nah, the principle's cool. Zyra G, you spelled principle the idea or belief. Remember, the principle is never your pal. Principle ends with P-A-L. The principle is never your pal. Principle ends with P-A-L. That principle means idea, belief. Mr. Tolin has no principles in his classroom. He's just wilding. Receive. Yo, I went around the building with a few students asking everyone how to spell receive, and the numbers were staggeringly bad. I had 20% of eighth graders spell that thing right, 80% of them spelling it really wrong. Yeah, it's autocorrect. That's the excuse for everybody. You'll never forget now. The principal is never your pal. But Tolan, I might move. Well, Val, where are you going to move to? If you move, you'll be fine. You have to help Mr. Horrigan with his spelling. Mr. Horrigan. Mr. Horrigan hates me this year. I gave kids passes to go to his class 10 years late. But he never says anything to me. Like, if I was a young teacher, I'd be like, bro, really? Can you chill with that? There's a problem with spelling gentle. Gentle's an easy word. That's like fourth grade level. Oh, man. All right, yo, I'm getting a little tired. All right? I'm looking a little shaggy. Nah. No, it really is, Ira. I agree. Every time I say fucker or fucking, it says ducker and ducking, and it's annoying. So he didn't spell genital, did he? No way he spelled genital. It's for gentle. That's hilarious. All right. You guys freaking. Yo, make sure you guys gotta write a summary. It's due Wednesday for the second part I read. I'll put the third part up like Thursday, Friday, and we'll do another reading next week, late in the week. Pull up an all-nighter. No, not all-nighter. No. Yo, Tobar, ask anyone in here. Reyes is left. I think all my students left. But usually it's DJ quarantine. Usually I'm taking requests. I'm putting music on. It's too late. My wife will choke me and my son will drop kick me in the ear. But yeah, I'm usually blasting music and we're dancing. Check my old videos on YouTube. I have a mask on and I'm dancing. Yeah, most of the time we have fun. Just like in my classroom, I'll blast it mid-story and people get mad at me. You guys, all right, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna say goodnight. Good night. All right, hold on. What can we close out? What kind of? Hold on. I'm gonna put music on, and whoever guesses who this is going to get 100 as a grade. Old student, new student. If it's an old student, I'll get your English teacher to give you 100. And the first one of my students that gets this right is going to get 100 as a quiz grade. What is it? You guys don't know. I'm gonna tell you all. Who is it? Toba! Jarek, did you say Bob Marley? Thanks for making me laugh, bro. That was great. Brianna wins. It is the Beastie Boys. Brianna's still getting hundreds in Tone's class friggin' years later. Derek, that was great. And if you don't know the Beastie Boys, you're just misinformed, man. Misinformed. 3 white boys from Manhattan crushing it in the 90s. So good. Chill. Hold on, I'll finish one more. My wife's gonna get mad at me. All right, one more. All right, here we go. This is about Paul Revere. There's a little history lesson. You know it, Bree. Yo, Gringos Unite. With that CA and me, Mike D. Me and my horsey in a quart of beer. Kicking up sand. Cause I'm in demand. One lonely beastie I be. All by myself, I got nobody. Bree, sing it with me. Baseball hat. The ear is getting dry. The beer is getting flat. I ran into a guy. His name is MCA. I said howdy. He said hi. Yo, this is great. Bree, I know you'd be singing with me. That's right, Derek. Second verse and I'm out of here.
Hey, a little story that's sounded well rehearsed. 4 days on the verge.
And now I'm dying of thirst.
The brew was in my hand, and he was on my tip. His horse was throwing dry, asking for a sip. He said, can I get some?
She said, I can't get none. Chance to run. He pulled out his shotgun. Quick on the draw. I ought to be dead. Two ahead, and this is what he said. My name is MCA. I got a license to kill. I think you know what time it is. It's time to get ill. We are here, and I'm doing this here. She is. She's going to come and drop it here. Yes, peace. But it's ready to begin. All right, you guys, good night, man. Great hearing from my old students. I freaking love you guys. So keep in touch. Keep in touch about the Zoom. Zyra G, great hearing from you. Everybody that joined in, anyone that joined in late, just rewatch it tomorrow to better understand the story. We finished chapter 2. Yeah, another epic friggin' streaming session that I might get fired for if I'm on News 12. I'll shout out everybody. Love you guys. Peace. On the cops got my gun. Right about now.